Homemade waffles. My first time ever, and I'm pretty excited about it. Light, fluffy, very, very delicious. I used a little bit of my fluffy fruit dip on top with some chopped up strawberries and a little bit of butter. A little bit of heaven. Welcome back to In the Kitchen with Tabby. Let's get cooking. All right, friends, let's make some waffles, right? Like on Shrek. In the morning, I'm making waffles. My kids loved that movie. All right, let me be honest with you. I'm 53 years old. I've never made a waffle. Like at a hotel or something with the continental breakfast where they have the little waffle iron, I've done that. I can, I've done those kinds of waffles, but I've never actually made waffles at home. We're more of a pancake family, but I love waffles. So I got myself a little waffle iron. It's on my Amazon storefront, and I am going to make some homemade waffles, and I'm really excited about it. I had some fruit left over from my speaking at the women's retreat, and I have some of that fluffy fruit dip. I'm going to put a little bit of that on there. I think it's going to be really good. Super easy recipe. Got my flour, and I'm going to add to that a little bit of sugar, some baking powder, and just a pinch of salt. And this recipe will be on my website, inthekitchenwithtabby.com. So we're just going to whisk those dry ingredients together. The flour, the salt, the baking powder, and the sugar. Okay. Now in this little bowl, I have whisked 1 egg. Now I'm doing a half a recipe. So this is just half a recipe. So I whisked 1 egg, and to that I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of warm milk. And I used my milk frother just to warm my milk up. You don't want it boiling. You just want some warm milk. So 3/4 of a cup. Whoop, I did it. All right, so let's get that in there. And I'm going to whisk it in kind of slow. It's not boiling hot, but it is warm. So I'm just going to whisk that into the egg kind of slow. Oh, I'm going to turn my camera a little bit so you can see. There we go. You can see what I'm doing. So we're going to whisk that in. And then to that, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And I did let that cool off just a little bit, so it's not piping hot. And the last thing we're going to add is a splash of vanilla. And you can measure with your heart on the vanilla. You know I like vanilla, so I'm using a little more than what the recipe called for. All right, we're just going to whisk those wet ingredients together. Now, let's blend it into our dry. Can't get much easier than that, folks. Cannot get much easier than that. And we're just going to whisk this all together until that's all nice and combined. It smells good. Now, in my pancakes, I use lemon juice. That makes them really nice and fluffy and just melt in your mouth. I'm not going to put lemon juice in here, though, because the recipe did not call for it. So I'm going to follow this recipe because I'm not sure. Like I said, I've never made waffles, so I don't want to mess anything up here. All right, that looks really good. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Whew, that looks nice. It smells so good. Something about the smell of vanilla just makes me happy. I don't know about you, but I love it. All right, let's go over here and make a waffle. Okay, I'm going to give my waffle iron just a little spray here. And it is preheated, and my little green light is on, telling me it's ready. So let's see. This is the part that always scares me. I'm always afraid I'm going to put too much batter. And I'm going to stop about there. And let's hope that that's not too much. But let's hope it's enough too. All right. Now we wait. We'll just see how long it takes. It's 12:20 right now, so we'll just see how long it takes. I don't think, well, the light went off. The ready light went off, so maybe the ready light's going to come back on whenever the waffle is ready. This is my first rodeo, guys, so we're learning together. I'm going to grab a paper towel. Hang on. Ooh, it's starting to steam. Got my butter here. I'm going to switch it this way. And I've got my strawberries that I had left over from the women's retreat. Well, it's smelling good. All right, I'm going to take a little peek. Oh, it's only been 1 minute. Maybe I should wait. I don't know. I don't know how long I should wait. How long do you guys cook your waffles? Let me know. The ready light came back on and it smells good. I'm just going to take a little peek. Ooh, that looks really good, but it's not done yet. All right, it's been 2 minutes now. My son, whenever we're making something on the grill or something like that, Nicholas, he always says to me, Mom, if you're looking, you're not cooking. So I know I just looked, so I wasn't cooking, but I was just excited. It really smells good. Oh my goodness, I wish you guys could smell it. I made Dale a hamburger for lunch today, and we had the leftover green beans and air fryer potatoes. So when you see this, it's going to be a few days past when you've seen the salmon, but the air fryer potatoes and the green beans, we had some left over. So I made him a hamburger and made those leftover veggies and potatoes. Obviously, I can't have the hamburger, so I thought, I've been craving a waffle. I think I'm just going to make myself a waffle for lunch. And I think he's going to have one for dessert. I think I'm going to dice these strawberries up a little bit more so that we have more to go around. That's a little tip for you. If you don't have very much of something, apples or bananas or strawberries or whatever it is you want to put on your pancakes or waffles, because if I left these in the larger pieces, it would only be enough for about 2 people. But if I cut these up in smaller pieces, it spreads it out more. Of course, you can cook your waffle as long as you want, whatever doneness you like it to be, as light or as dark golden brown is what you like. You know me though, I like crunchy, so I like my cookies and my toast and stuff like that. I like it pretty well done. So I'm going to let this cook until it's a nice golden brown. When I finish chopping these strawberries up, I'll check it again. It's been 5 minutes is how long it's been cooking. That's the only thing about this waffle iron. I wish it had a little indicator letting me know that the waffle was ready. That would be nice. But that's okay. I'll just time it and we'll see how long it takes this time, and then I'll know next time, right? All right, 6 minutes. Let's take a peek. Oh yeah, I think that looks pretty good, guys. I could have put just a little bit more batter to make it come all the way to the edge. It kind of looks like a snowflake. Look at that. That's not bad for my first waffle. I think that looks pretty good. All right, let's get another one going here for Mr. Dale. And I'm going to pour just a little bit more batter in it this time. All right, let's see how it goes. Let's get some butter on here. I am out of my good Sugar Bush maple syrup, but some really good maple syrup would be absolutely delicious on here. Okay, this is my whipped fruit dip. So we're just going to put a little bit of this fruit dip on here. And we'll put some strawberries. And there it is. Not bad for my first waffle. I think that looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna grab a fork. Let's give it a taste. All right, friends. Technology, sometimes it's my best friend. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just user error. I thought I hit the record button and I did not. And so I recorded taking my bite and everything, and it wasn't recording. I was so excited. So anyway, here's the waffle. Here it is. It is absolutely divine. I'm going to take one more bite just for you because I love you that much. I just want you to see me take a bite because it is so good. No syrup, just a little fluffy fruit dip and some chopped up strawberries on top. All right, thank you, Lord, again for this food. I'm telling you guys, it is so good. I'm really proud of myself. That's a bucket list item checked off. Made my own waffle. Let me get a little sip of coffee. Oh my goodness. That took it right over the top. That was delicious. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you get yourself a waffle iron if you don't have one already, and make these waffles. If you've never done it before, look how easy that was. So simple and so delicious. Dale is enjoying his right now. I don't think he can talk right now because his mouth is very full, and I think he's shaking his head yes. I think he likes it. All right, guys. Remember, this recipe, all my recipes will be on my website, inthekitchenwithtabbi.com. Make sure when you make these waffles, take a photo, post it for me in our group page, Cooking with In the Kitchen with Tabbi. I love to see what's cooking in your kitchen, and I love using your pictures for our banner at the top of that page. That's my favorite thing. I love switching out that banner picture with things that you've made and what's happening in your kitchen. All right. Thanks for coming into my kitchen with me. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for spending some time with me. I know we're all busy and you have a lot of things you could be doing. When you take 10 or 15 minutes to hang out with me, it means the world to me and it just blesses me. Would you mind, if you really enjoyed this video, would you share it with your friends? Let everybody know how much fun we're having in the kitchen. Maybe they'll come on over and hang out with us too. All right, guys, I'm going to remind you, Christ is the unseen guest at every dinner table, silent listener at every conversation. So just make sure those words coming out of your mouth are pure and sweet like honey, that you're lifting each other up, loving on each other, and shining your light bright, because that's what we're called to do. I hope you're having an amazing, amazing day. Don't forget, get my cookbook, Pure and Sweet Recipes in the Kitchen with Tabbi. It's out now, and you can get it just in time for holiday baking. You're going to absolutely love it. Filled with 140 recipes, all kinds of cakes, candies, cookies, pies, puddings, everything you can imagine, all in that cookbook. I think it's going to be your holiday baking go-to. I really do. I know it's going to be mine. All right, guys, I love you so much. Please don't forget that, but don't forget, more importantly, that God loves you even more than I do, okay? All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.